I'm just popping in here because I realized that, aligned parenting may be a really unfamiliar concept to you, and I thought I better let you know what's in there. So aligned parenting is our conscious parenting course that Bridge and I created with so much love, and it has the most incredible intention of anchoring down literally the distilled wisdom that Bridge and I have collectively for all of our conscious parenting insights, understandings, philosophical underpinnings, and then pulls it all down into more of a concrete or distilled version that's snappy 5 to 15 minute chunks of video within 4 modules. So there's usually about 6 to 8 5 to 15 minute videos within each of the 4 modules, so that because we know you're a mum, you're on the run, you've got to be able to plug in and listen in chunks, get the punchiest information that you can so that you can actually then start to apply those tools. So we like it to be snappy and practical, as well as, including all of the incredible philosophy. So that's what we aim to do with aligned parenting, is bring it all right down for you so it's easily accessible content and easily applicable, if that's a word, parenting tips and tools and tricks. But what we realized is you really need a space in which you can explore what it looks like to hold emotions, how exactly you hold emotions, what that even means to let a cycle of emotion come up and be with whatever is in front of you and allow it to come through to the other side of healing to complete its cycle. So we're going to teach you that. We know that you need the knowledge to regulate your own nervous system so that it's even possible for you to hold your child in what their nervous system is going through, because if they're dysregulated, you need the skills to be able to first regulate yourself so they can plug in and borrow your nervous system so that you can actually be present to what's coming up. Because if you're trying to squash what's happening in your body, then you're not able to even be present or mindful to begin with. So we talk a lot about regulation, what that means for our children's nervous system, what that means for us as mothers, and how we actually anchor ourselves in so we can actually be present to what is with our child, rather than feeling like we're guilting or shaming ourselves or subordinating to a paradigm that says we have to do it this way in order for our children not to be messed up. So we want to give you a little bit more insight into that. Plus, of course, there's all the regular conscious parenting tools that probably hear everywhere, but we're going to pull it right down into some really concrete information and easily accessible tools. And then the bit that Bridge and I do, beyond which hopefully you've got from the podcast, is when we take that slightly larger view. So you can know all of the conscious parenting stuff and you can meet needs and be present and listen and listen and listen. But unless you've kind of got an awareness of how this is serving you, how this is a co-creation of whatever is manifested between you and your child, how this is serving your relationship, serving your self-growth, serving theirs, unless you have that larger view on dynamics, family dynamics, relationship dynamics, and mother-child dynamics, it can be really hard to find a space of gratitude and presence with what is. So that's really also, we spent an entire module talking about dynamics and aligned parenting. But what I was going to say before is we realize that so much content and can feel so heady that you actually need help to be able to pull it right down and make it super practical, ask all of the questions that you have, come up against the speed bumps, and then actually have a space to talk that out with Bridge and I. And that's what soul-driven motherhood is. So we've decided literally today while we were sitting together with poor Bridge being, 40 plus weeks pregnant on the beach, and we were going, we need to involve women in this process and give them a real access point to being able to go, this isn't working, this is working, what do I do here? This is where I find myself, help, I've digested all this content, but I don't get this. And so soul-driven motherhood is our constant immersion in all things conscious motherhood, femininity, relationship and sexuality, and that's a constantly evolving process with all of the women in that group. It's divine conversations, loads of additional lives and content, and every month Bridge and I drop in even more content in terms of new courses. So this month it's going to be Open, which is all about shame-free parenting for boys, knowing how to make that balance between helping our boys understand and appreciate and respect women, but not at the expense of their masculinity, where we're also learning how to be with and allow them to have an experience of loving men and loving their emerging masculinity and learning the language of how to communicate with boys and therefore their emerging masculine, emerging man. So often that involves a lot of our letting go of our own stories. So I've diverted, but I'm really excited about that course. So that's dropping into Soul Driven Motherhood this month. So whenever you purchase Aligned Parenting, we want you to have 2 months totally free access to Soul Driven Motherhood so that you have a total anchored space to dilute and distill all of the concepts and totally hash it out with Bridge and I and this incredible tribe of women who it's seriously like a think tank of you. So it's such an awesome place to be, and we really want you to have access to that. So you purchase Aligned Parenting, we want to gift you at the moment 2 months free membership into Soul Driven Motherhood. So I really hope you're going to join us, because it's just, we freaking love parenting, and we would love you to geek out with us on parenting and all things consciousness and dynamics and what in the heck is going on here, and feeling this, getting to the point of feeling a space of awe and back in love again, without it needing to be so heady and so hard. We want you to find your flow and the love, and that's really what we hope we give you in Aligned Parenting, but also, sorry, the lights, I'm on my computer, and which I'm working while my eldest daughter is babysitting my littlest, so which is like freaking amazing. We love parenting, so come geek out on parenting with us and jump into 2 months free access of Soul Driven Motherhood as well, and get all the bonus content there. So you can check it out at nourishingthemother.com.au aligned parenting, and I will drop the link below this live. So thanks. We'll see you soon.